Ooh, what's up, guys? How's it going? So this is going to be one of the few videos for hexes that are going to be pretty short. We're going to be talking about Hex, Devour, Hope. Hex rooting is power on hope. The false hope of survivors ignites your hunger. When a survivor rescued from a hook at least 24 meters away, Devour Hope receives a token. At 2 tokens, you gain 5% haste status effect for 10 seconds after hooking a survivor for the duration of 10 seconds. 3 tokens. Survivors are exposed. They are not notified that they are exposed until you hit someone. At 5 tokens, you have the ability to kill survivors from your own hand, effectively giving you a Mori. Is this perk good? So, the effect itself is very good, though it suffers from the same weakness that all hexes do. It can be broken before it gets off the ground. This perk, sadly, is too powerful to not be a hex totem, but is powerful enough to be a hex totem. This is a good enough example a good example of hexes being powerful enough to be hexes and being balanced. You have to earn this perk. You have to be winning to get this perk. And when you get this perk, it can snowball. This perk is perfectly balanced outside of it being a hex totem, because of the natural flaw of hex totems. The only change, I would say, to this perk is to the mechanic of hex totems, allowing us to replace our hex totems. Now, being able to replace Hex, Devour, Hope, and keeping all the tokens would be too powerful. So, on a totem that requires tokens, such as Hex, Devour, Hope, Hex, Huntress's Lullaby, Hex, Third Seal, and Hex Pentimento. When rekindling a totem that requires tokens, or records a token, because these don't actually, this gets tokens, but this doesn't, and neither does this, but they record something. When rekindling the totem that requires tokens, it respawns with half the tokens rounded up. So, at 3 tokens, so at 2 tokens, it goes down to 1. You don't lose that much, because it's early. At 3 tokens, it goes down to 2. At 4 tokens, it goes down to 2, and at 5 tokens, it goes down to 3 when you replace it. So, that is the only change that the perk needs, is to be replaceable. And if we replace a totem that requires tokens, it spawns with half. But that's a change to the mechanic, not a change to the perk itself, because the perk itself is good. This is the thing I'm going to say, sadly, in each hex. The perk is good, but it's not worth getting, due to the fact that hex totems break like that. The only time they don't is under a certain set of conditions. 1, you get a map that is really good at hiding totems. 2, you get that map and the totem spawns in a well-hidden area. 3, you kinda have to protect it. The moment a survivor knows where it is, you kinda either gotta let it go or protect it. And if you're protecting it, you're not going around the map, pushing people off gens, chases, hooks, etc. Once it gets to 3 tokens, then you can kind of proxy camp the totem. One of the reasons why I really hate that they got rid of Thrill the Hunt They didn't get rid of it, but they nerfed it into oblivion. Now it doesn't have any use whatsoever. But yeah, only change is to the mechanic. Good perk, not worth getting. It's also on a killer that is not worth leveling up or getting, because the Hag is a horrible killer. She's good at camping, but there's better killers to play and you can still camp. So that's really, it's not even like an opinion. It's the only change to this is that the mechanic of Hex Totems need to change. It's not even an opinion. It's fact. Devour Hope is a good perk on a bad mechanic. Well, I'll see you in the next one.